sure you've got a plan that you can be effective with. And I don't think people should be in a place where really they just get up in the morning and kind of like mosey through the day. I know what I'm going to do tonight before I go to bed. I'll have a list of all the things I have to do. I'm clear with how that list works. I write those things down on the list, and psychologically and subconsciously, I write the things I want to do more at the top and the things I want to do least at the bottom. So what I do is I write that list, and then the next day I start from the bottom and work up, and I get the things I want to do least out of the way first thing in the morning. So then I've got better things to keep looking forward to during the course of the day as part of my schedule.
Is that a good way of working, like doing the least? I mean, for you anyway, to get the stuff that can get away with quite quickly first, rather than.
It's not about the stuff you get away with quickly. It's about dealing with stuff you don't want to deal with, okay, and getting it out of the way means that we get ourselves into a much better headspace. When you're sitting there knowing there's things you've got to do and things you've got dread doing, you do the things you want to do, knowing that they're still hanging there in the background. It's like, oh, I really don't want to do that report, or I really don't want to do that proposal, or whatever it might be. Get them done first thing. Get them done and out of the way. And I would even argue that you should probably, if you've got a bunch of that kind of stuff, get up an hour earlier and get it done quickly and efficiently, and then crack on with the rest of your work. I'm spending a lot of time on social media. My start's in the morning at 8 o'clock. I'm on Zooms or StreamYards or whatever it might be, go-to meetings all day long. And then it was my assistant said to me today, she said to me, Spence, you want to be careful. You're spending so much time there, you're not having any time to recharge yourself. She goes, I know how much energy you put into your lives and how much energy you put into your webinars. So do yourself a favor, and maybe in the middle of the day, instead of having a 1 hour break, take a 2 hour break from your computer. Go and listen to an audio book for half an hour, or sit with a notepad and do something else. And I think that matters too. But you lean into what you can lean into at a time like this. You've got to get through the fear and the pain, the anxiety. You've got to get through the bargaining, the grief, the anger. You've got to get through that, and you've got to get to a place of acceptance as to where this is, and accept it for what it is, and then work out what your strategy is going to be to get through it. Because the ones that do will get through it. The ones that don't will fail.
One thing that I'm hearing more and more from kind of just friends is some colleagues are kind of finding it overwhelming that now that we have all this time and things have been topsy-turvy, there's one extreme of people saying, okay, now's the best time to start doing things that you've been putting off. So there is a kind of a band of group of people that find it overwhelming that, okay, what do I do now? I mean, I've got all this time. I haven't planned for this extra time that I've got, and I don't have anything that I'm keen in doing. So, I mean, I hear that, often now, that people find it overwhelming.
Well, they've got loads of time and they've not got anything they're interested in doing.
And yeah, like, for example, for myself, I have stuff that, I really wanted to do before, like reading. So now I've got ample time to actually start reading the books. I've got books up on the shelf that I'm starting to kind of read now, which is great. Yeah. But there are colleagues or friends who are saying, well, it's good for you because you've got books, you've got a thing. I don't really have a thing. So, how do I use this time? So I'm hearing that more from friends, basically.
They haven't got a thing, but that's
a challenge.
It's a challenge, but that's like a weak approach to life, isn't it? That's saying, I'm a victim, I haven't got a thing. You're lucky, you got something and I haven't. Well, grow a pair of testicles. But seriously, man up. I haven't got energy. There's lots of things you can learn about. Lots of things. It doesn't matter what it is. You might be into, learning how to cook. It might be learning how to bake. It might be, learning how to do a new skill. So everyone's got something that they wish they knew years ago that they've now got time to do. And so even if that's watching documentaries that can teach you something, even if that's going on, learning about, I don't know, whatever it is that might be adjacent to the industry you're in. Or something that you're passionate about. I just think it's bullshit, and I just think that people need to stop bullshitting. I can't do it, because I've got all this time in the world and I've got nothing to do. You're lucky, and then you meet the next person. Oh, you're lucky because you've got time to. I've got no time at all. Okay, I've got loads of things I'd like to do, but I've got no time. It's all about priorities. It's all about being mature. I'd understand if my daughter, when she was 12 years old, saying that to me, Dad, I'm bored. What do I do? inspire me. But I think when you're a grown up, I think that that's just whining, and whining. Who's that going to help in life anyway?
Yeah. True.
All right, mate. Hopefully this has been valuable, coming on and having a chat with me. Obviously, we've just lost our other guest. His signal wasn't strong enough, so she hasn't got the benefit of coming on. But if you have questions, let me know, guys and girls out there on Instagram, on Facebook. If there's questions you want to come on Iftar with Spencer, please send me a message. You can come on, ask me a question. I'll gladly engage with you, get you on the show, have a chat with you, see if I can bring some value to you, just like we've had a chat with Kamil tonight. Kamil, what's your Instagram handle?
It's coach.Kamil.
Coach.Kamil. Go follow that man. Give him some love.
Cheers, Spence.
All right, mate.
Cheers,
Take
Spence.
care. See you soon.
All right. See you guys soon. Bye.